Hello friends, my name is Radia. Today we're going to learn how HTML works as requested by someone. So sadly I'm going to have to use Microsoft Paint because I don't really have anything else to use. Okay, so first we're going to learn about how the body syntax works. So firstly, while you're writing in HTML, you have to put these. I don't really know why. I didn't check why you had to put these. So the body, it stands for like, I'm just going to give you an example, like if there is this website, uh, let me just quickly open my website because, so that's for an example. Okay, so never mind about opening my website because the internet is too slow. So there is, so now the body stands for like this part of the web page, everything there. Well, I think including the search bar. Hello. So now that's about the body. What about HTML? Well, HTML, I'm going to get to that. But whatever, I'm not going to explain it now because I am too lazy. So now we're going to learn about this H1. H1 just means heading 1 because H1 stands for heading 1. So like the H1, it would be like text that like I could write text ObaTheCoder. Need it to be colored. Oh, I can't change text color, can I? I can't even change the text. Oh, never mind. Can't go set the color to this. Wait, no, this color is going to be black for now because I haven't got to the point where I explain about how the color works and blah blah blah. ObaTheCoder. So a H1 would look as big as like this. So a way to do it is that you just have to write H1. Oops. This I don't know why. I didn't study why. H1. So one search on Google by yourself. H1. Remember, it can never be in capital letters, or else it's not going to work. So the difference between just ordinarily writing it and using H1 is that when you use H1, it's going to be like the text is going to be like very big, but if you don't use H1, then text, you know what's going to happen to the text, small. Okay, just select this and move it, maybe reduce the size, move it somewhere else. H1. There's also H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7. Actually, it's ends at H6. There's no H7. way from H1 to H6. And they're all just the same as the H1, except the H1 is the biggest and the H6 is the small. It's just like transitioning between big to small. So this could be H1 and H2, H2 and H3 and H4 and blah blah blah. All of those H's. Ink. Ooh. Okay, so now that you know how these H1s, H2s, and blah 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 work, then we're going to learn about IMG. IMG. So you might be wondering, why didn't I add the second one of this? I said that you have to add these. So why didn't I add the second one? It's because in IMG there's always S R C. IMG SRC. IMG stands for image, obviously, and SRC stands for source. And then you just have to add the name of the image. Source equals where's the mouse? No. There's no equals. Source I dot JPG. And then like this. There's no ending IMG because if you didn't know, well, let me just erase all of this because you don't need it right now. Erasing is so annoying. But then I'm just going to be selecting it and throwing it away. Bye bye. And now for the grand beginning. So if you didn't know, well, everything, if in body there is an ending body. In H1 there is an ending H1. You might be wondering, I know you're probably not wondering, but you might be wondering that why do we need an ending of them? Why don't we just write them without any ending? Well, it's because, well, you might write something in the body and you might want to write something that is not going to be in the body, but then if you don't add an end to the body, you're going to think that then it's going to be as if you put it in the body. So like if you're linking it to CSS, then it's going to show text that says link CSS blah blah blah. So that's why you have to add the ending. But for IMG, it's a whole new story. There's no ending. IMG doesn't need an ending. IMG escaped from the ending. So because IMG is just to add an image and you've already put the source here, so yes, okay, so, oops, this is too big. Now so far we've learned about body. Oh yes, I forgot how I said I was going to explain about, oops, go to zoom out so that I can increase this in size, 50, 100, okay. I told you that I was going to explain about HTML. So why didn't I explain about it? So HTML it is kind of like the owner of everything inside, even the body, like the cell walls in the cells. What color should I use? Like, we can add equals to, let's say that this is a cell, this is a cell wall, just like that, because the cell wall is what's holding everything in the cell, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, and all of those things, blah blah blah. Okay, so start. This is so big. Cell, oops, cell wall. Okay, let's reduce this size and also increase the font size. Oops, I have to select this and increase the font size. 60 too small. 18, that's enough. Actually, 18 too small. 20, that's enough. So now I'm just going to move this over here. Cell wall. Okay, the HTML is like a cell wall, holding everything inside of it. Okay, so after that, what else is there? Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about the IV. The IV is very not weird. So let me write. So now we have all of this that we've wrote. So after the body, you can add a div between this. So like, let's go to select everything. I don't know why didn't I install PowerPoint before making this. PowerPoint would be much more convenient and all of those, but whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what I use. Or do you care? Okay, I've done that. I'm going to make this even bigger than it was before. So now all of these could be inside of a div. Oops, there's no capital letter. Div. These always have to be lowercase letter. Div. So I forgot to select this. 28. Too small. 72. That's okay. Okay, div. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay. I'm just going to select this so that I can copy it, paste it. Here, okay, now it's pasted. So something I didn't tell you about was that at all of the end ones, you always have to add slash at the beginning. Body slash body HTML h1 slash h1 div and slash div. HTML is like this server. Okay, so what we've learned so far is that the body, it is like all of these parts, including the search bar and all of these, and h1 is just like a heading, the biggest heading you can have. Let's remember that there's h2, h3, h4, h5, and h6. They're just going from big to small. h6 is the smallest, h1 is the biggest. Okay. We also made this rubbish ObaTheCoder H1, and we also learned about img for an image search srci.jpg because, well, you're going to have to add a source, right? You can't just write img and then it's automatically going to read your mind and then it's going to add the image that you want. Because how can a computer read your mind? It's not like your mind is plugged into the computer. And then we learned about HTML and said that HTML is like the cell wall holding inside all of the other things. The div of I scribbled all around this. I am so bad at writing slash. Never mind about that. The div is kind of like a division. If you want to divide all of your things. No. Div, I don't think div stands for divide. That's how I'm just going to explain. Div is like to divide everything. Yes, div is like to divide everything. Like in this cell, the mitochondrion isn't going to be fused together with all of these other things, right? So we can say that the mitochondrion is inside of a div, and this is inside div, and this and everything is in div except for the cell wall, because everything's already separated from the cell wall because the cell wall is holding everything. Okay. So the next we're going to talk about. Let me just read what we're supposed to talk about next. Okay, so next we're going to talk about P. So now let's write lorem ipsum. So I'm just going to copy this lorem ipsum dollars and that's blah blah blah. Paragraph is just like a little bit smaller than did I want to say? Oh yes, a little bit smaller than H6. Okay, so we're going to write. Okay, we're going to let this be small. Like 11. No, 11. I think that's too tiny. 12. Whatever. Who cares? P. Oh, okay, that is too tiny. 18. Okay, paragraph is going to be yellow. Okay. It's still too tiny. I'm just going to bold it then. Still too tiny. 22. Okay. I think that is good. Let me just change the color to something else. More seeable. Dark blue, I guess. Okay. P. Paragraph. I'm just going to paste my lorem ipsum dollars and then slash P. So paragraph is just a giant thing. I don't know what a giant thing. Like if you want to add a paragraph to your website, blah blah blah. I always use paragraphs when I'm making websites, but most of the time in my tutorials I want to usually use paragraph because, well, I don't really know. I was shaking these HTMLs and this cell wall. Okay. So next thing, well, let me see. Now we are going to learn about the href. We're going to learn about the href. Okay, I think the internet is working. Let me open my website. Okay, so now I finally opened my website. It is over here. I made it in weeks because I'm too lazy to do coding. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to do coding. Okay, let's go, whatever. Okay, so the body is like everything ranging from over here to down here. But yeah, this isn't my real phone number, it's just a placeholder phone number. And here could be a H1, and this could be paragraph. Also this would be H6, and this could be another paragraph. This H1, this H1, this H1. This could be a H3, and this could also be a H3. Let's go. No, let's not go actually. Okay, so yeah, yes, on this place could say that it's an img because, and also this because I added an image, and also this doesn't even do anything. Whatever. I made that website a long time ago, so nobody even cares about it. Okay, so now, oh yes, I'm going to teach you about A. No, not this A, the letter A. I mean A. Ref. Okay, let's just write ObaTheCoder.com. Because I forgot no capital letter allowed. I'm so used to adding capital letter. Okay, you don't have to add an NC tax here too. Okay, so now let me just. Oh no! I forgot to change the color. Okay, 48. No, 48 is too much. 28. ObaTheCoder.com. There's not actually any ObaTheCoder.com, but whatever. I'm too lazy to find any real link to use. Okay. Now we have this beautiful thing. Yay! So next, let's see how the preview of the website would be like. So let's say that right now I'm going to have to write a full piece of code, sadly. Okay. Let's say that the website is that. I'm just going to rearrange all of these. So now I'm going to have to make this even bigger to broaden the range. Okay, so now I'm going to just start moving all of these. Select. So let's say that this body, I'll just move it over here. Oops, I'll move it more down. Also HTML. There's actually supposed to be an indent over here, if you didn't know. HTML. Okay, body. And then the H1. And also img source i.jpg. Oh yes, all of these are just some basic syntax. It's actually much more, but I'm not going to teach you that right now because I'm quite a little bit lazy and I don't want this video to be 12 hours. Okay, I am the search. Okay, so now I'm also going to take this div, put it here, and lorem is $.it and make constructor at this big edit blah 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 and move it down here. There's also going to be an indent over here if you didn't know. And then slash div, the one that I don't know how to draw slash, so I made it scribble all over it. Well, nobody cares about that, so I don't have to care. Okay, and now slash body. Put it at the end. And also I'm just going to copy this HTML and paste it. I'm too lazy to add this or whatever. Control C, Control V. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Control C, Control V. So now I'm going to move the HTML more down. I'll put it over here. Okay, so now we're done with this, so we're going to move to this side to add how the preview would look. So if that was our code, I'm going to show you how the website would look. So I'm going to add a very large square, over here to separate those two parts. Okay, now that I'm done adding the very large square, go to see. Okay, so HTML body. Okay, so firstly, in our website there's going to be a large ObaTheCoder over here. Large, no, big, not small. 72. Okay. Actually, normally it would actually be bigger than this one. Since I can't change the text size anymore, I'm just going to make it bigger manually. There, and also, oh no, I forgot to change this thing's color. What am I going to do? Okay. IMG search i.jpg. Let's say that i.jpg is just an image created with crayon brush. Say this is i.jpg. No one cares what i.jpg is. I'm just going to make it this. Okay, so in the div is actually going to show, and then paragraph that says lorem is $.it. Go to search for lorem ipso. No. I don't want it to. I don't want this. I want this. Because this is where I originally got it from. I'll copy this and I'll go back to paste it. Okay, so now I'm going to add the text. This size is too big, so I'm going to change the size to be less. I think 16 is too small, so I'm just going to use 22. And now I'm going to change everything's color to blue because in there, see, color is blue. And also in the href, I I was supposed to add the anti task because Ahref does need anti task, because inside here we're going to write what this is going to say, the link. So let's just say that I added anti task and I wrote see my channel in there. So now I'm going to write see my channel. Okay, let's make it purple. Like the text purple. I'm also going to make it bigger than the paragraph, because no, it shall not be as big as the paragraph is. Sadly, this lorem ipsum is not the same as this one, but nobody cares. Oops. Okay. So now, what else did we add? Okay. So now this would be how the website would be. Okay, so this is all that we wrote during this it is not a lecture, during this workshop, I guess. So this is everything. So HTML is equal to cell wall, H1 is just heading, image, and blah blah blah. As equal add another color to the image to make it more image like. Okay, so that is the end for today's video. Oh. So that is the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell. I'm so tired.